If you're watching this, you're probably new to network marketing or you've been involved a while and you're not making any sales. So I decided to help you with a 7-part series designed to get you your first sale in 7 days. And this is the first one. So as it's the first one, let me just say I'm on the front of a magazine there and I've been recognized on stage for hitting the 10K a month, which 10K a month level puts you at the top 1% in network marketing earners. And I used to stack shelves. I ain't the exactly brightest spark. So during this 7 days, you're going to learn later on in the series the main thing that turned it around for me. But I have to start with the stuff you can practically do, right? Because then you'll understand that a lot better, right? So first of all, we're going to talk about perfect audience to help you get your first sale. So if you're still writing a list of 100, names, friends, family, your postman, the woman that grooms your dog, okay, I'm not going to say that doesn't work because in most network marketing companies, you only need 2 referrals, and that is one way of doing it. However, it can feel uncomfortable. It can feel spammy. If you approach, especially people you don't, it can feel icky, whether you know people or not, to be honest. So a lot of people don't like to do it. The human brain is not wired that way, which is a little clue to what's coming later on. But your brain isn't wired for that stuff, which is why so few people succeed. In fact, I read some stats the other day, 70% of network marketers never recruit a single person. So I'm not going to talk anymore. We're going to do it. We're going to start with day one, and this is all about finding your perfect audience. So forgive the lack of fancy video editing and all that kind of stuff. This is just, I'm a regular guy, and I just want to help you, right? So this is not about you joining this company, right? I'm very focused on the mindset at the minute, but I am in a company called Jifu, right? And I'm only in it really for the trading stuff because it's very effective. It works very well. So I'm going to give you a prompt you can copy and paste. I've just done this to check the ChatGPT I'm using. You can use any AI that you like, but I'm using ChatGPT and I wanted to check, are you aware of the trading part of Jifu? And yes, there's a trading component, and it tells me it's not, it's not like it offers educational resources and courses focused on financial markets, tells you what it is, what it isn't, right? Gives you some guidance and stuff, excuse me. And then there's a particular bit that works really well in Jiffy, which is this thing called the Sniper Pro scanner. So I've asked, are you aware of the Sniper Pro? Because I want to make sure that we pull this out in any marketing, right? So at its core, it looks for strong directional momentum, clean market structure, blah, blah, blah. Why people are seeing strong results with it, right? It filters out the chop. It's got momentum, first logic. It's got this, it's got that. So again, not a pitch with Jifu. The point of this is whatever your company is, diet coffee, vitamins, pills, I don't know, video email, whatever it is, okay? You want to make sure that ChatGPT understands your company, your product, your service, and what you're offering. Okay, and now we get into the magic. And it's this prompt here that's in the description. So if you want to go and get the description, okay, and while you're looking there also, can you please subscribe to make sure you get the rest of this series, right? So, because there's really good stuff coming that helped me go from stacking shelves to the top 1%, right? So I want to promote my network marketing company called Jifu. You don't have to put it in quotes. I want to promote my network marketing company called Jifu. I'm not going to put the website in because it understands. I've just checked that it understands. Now this is the gold. Can you tell me my target audience, please? So rather than just write a list of 100 people you know who may or may not have any interest in making extra money, everybody likes extra money, but they don't necessarily want to go and do what it takes. So a lot of people will say, well, of course I like extra money, but no, I'll stick with my job and I'm happy, right? And also they may or may not want to learn to trade, right? And it appeals to a lot of people because there's no selling, which is an advantage that maybe will come out in this. I don't know. Can you tell me my target audience, their pains, their frustrations, their problems? Also, then list their hopes. If I can move that out of the way, I don't know. Let me move that out of the way. No, it isn't. And it's their hopes, dreams, and desires. Then give me a table listing them. Okay. Along with a column showing how my company or product can solve each one, right? So I'll put that in and I'll insert back the website and everything, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Now, the idea of this while it's thinking is If you have somebody who is overweight and wants to lose weight, and your product or service helps people lose weight, you got a target customer. Okay, if you got somebody that's looking to learn to trade or is trading and not doing very well, as most traders don't, the Sniper Pro is an obvious solution, right? So what you're trying to do is you're trying to find people's pains, problems, okay, and frustrations, and then you're trying to find their dreams, desires, their hopes, the things they want, their wants, and what you're trying to do is match what your company, product, or service offers to those problems. Then I'll show you how to do marketing in this 7 days in a way that will take you not long at all and is much more effective than going out talking to people. Okay. Um, and okay, your true audience, right? Everyday people who want extra income but are overwhelmed, skeptical, and burned out, right? This includes network marketers who have been in 1 to 3 companies already, side hustle seekers, 9 to 5 workers who feel stuck, people curious about trading but scared to try alone, right? They are not hardcore traders. And that's what I always say on my videos when I promote, hey, there has to be something out there for the rest of us, right? I don't want to be a trader. I want to take money from the market. So this makes it easy. Okay. So their pains, right? I've tried stuff online and it didn't work. I don't know who to trust anymore. Everything feels too complicated. Then it's got their frustrations, and I'm not going to read them all out. You can do this for your company, right? Maybe this could finally work. I just want something simple. I want guidance, not guessing, right? Pain, desire, how Jiffy solves it. This is gold. And I think I already said that. This is gold. Right. So use this table for sales pages, videos, emails, conversations, social posts. Right. So I failed before. Hope, desire, a fresh start that makes sense. How Jiffy solves it. Jiffy provides structured systems, not guesswork. Overwhelmed by tech and strategies. They want simple guided steps, right? Scanners, apps, and live guidance reduce complexity, all right? So all of these things are gold, right? How you should position Jiffy, important. Don't say make money fast. AI does it all. Anyone can trade. Do say guided training with support. Tools that reduce the learning curve. A skill, a system. Community-driven execution. Simple enough to start. Powerful enough to grow, right? And Jiffy is for everyday people who want extra income through guided trading and community support without needing to be an expert or a recruiter. There you go. So the main part though of this video is what we're trying to do is find your target audience, their pains, their problems, their frustrations, their hopes, their dreams and desires, and simply match how your company, in this case Jiffy, can solve those problems, right? And help them break through to that next level. That's what this video is about. Now, I used to sit for hours working this out. You have a big advantage now with AI, okay, to back to when I started to sound like an old man. But what I suggest you do, I suggest you use the AI, but then still run your human eye over it, because that's going to be based on your experience, maybe the people you know, reasons why you joined. The reasons why you joined will appeal to other people as well. So whatever business you're in, why you joined it will appeal to other people. I've done some training and I've had people say, I wrote on a board, what's stopping you? And well, I'll answer all of them. And they gave me all the problems. And somebody said, well, I don't know what to say. What should I say to people? And that was common amongst the room. And I said, well, why did you join? And then they, oh, because it's a UK company, because it's this, because it's that, because, and you couldn't shut them up almost. I said, well, that's what you say. They're the reasons. So still cast your eye over it, right? Because there has to be a bit of you in your business. You can't just sit back and expect money to fall from the sky. There has to be a bit of you in it. And that's also one of the other little secrets, right? So anyway, if you got value from this, please let me know. Please just put a comment with what you think. If you've got a tip, I'm more than happy. Put that down below in comments. Check the description. You can copy and paste the prompt. I'd love you to subscribe because you're going to get the other 6 videos in this series to help you get your first referral, maybe if it's your first one, or at least another referral in the next 7 days. Right? So enjoy. See you on the next video.